Why does a man run? Sometimes it's from a threat no one else can see. On a security camera, a young man sprints, vaulting a barbed wire fence, vanishing into a sunflower field. The camera captures only the aftermath, an empty runway, a silent question in the Bulgarian summer air. This is the last known image of Lars Mittank. Before this, he was just another traveller. After, there's only a void. The footage gives no answers, just a raw, desperate flight. We're left to wonder, what was he running from? The silence after his disappearance has swallowed every theory, every search. The sunflower field keeps its secrets. The airport became a permanent goodbye. All that remains is a haunting image, a man abandoning everything, running toward the unknown. The image doesn't tell a story, it asks a question. In his panic, we see our own fear of the unknown. Sometimes a person simply vanishes, leaving behind only a chilling, silent film. Before chaos, there was order. Lars Mittank lived a quiet, predictable life in Marne, Germany. He had a steady job, a girlfriend, and close friends. He wasn't impulsive or reckless, just ordinary. In summer 2014, he joined friends for a holiday in Golden Sands, Bulgaria. The trip was meant to be simple: sun, sand, and laughter. Photos show Lars relaxed, indistinguishable from any other tourist. Golden Sands was a bubble of leisure, a break from routine. Here the rules of daily life faded. Days blurred into nights of music and crowds. For Lars, it was a stark contrast to his structured world. While his friends thrived, something in Lars began to shift. The holiday was supposed to be a brief escape. But in this new environment, the first cracks in his reality appeared. Something in Bulgaria would change his path forever. Every paradise has its conflicts. For Lars, it started with a trivial football argument, Werder Bremen versus Bayern Munich. The rivalry escalated into a brief fight outside a fast food restaurant. Lars was struck in the head, suffering a ruptured eardrum. The injury wasn't life-threatening, but it changed everything. Advised not to fly, Lars stayed behind as his friends returned home. Suddenly he was alone in a foreign country, injured and isolated. The buffer of friendship was gone. The world felt alien. The injury distorted his senses, sounds muffled, balance off. The physical wound mirrored a growing psychological one. The holiday's predictability was shattered. Now Lars faced a new unsettling reality. The minor argument had set off a chain of events. He was far from home, and further from safety. The world was no longer clear. Something had broken. Alone, Lars checked into a cheap hotel. The hotel color. Here, his behavior changed dramatically. He messaged his mother, frantic and confused, convinced he was being followed. He spoke of 4 men trying to rob or kill him. No evidence supported his fears, no police reports, no witnesses. The threat was invisible, real only to Lars. He hid in his room, whispering to his mother that he'd found a place to hide. The hotel became a trap, his fear overwhelming. By morning, he fled, leaving behind luggage, wallet, and phone. He hailed a taxi, desperate to reach the airport. He was running from invisible pursuers, from a threat no one else could see. Paranoia drowned out all reason. At the airport, Lars needed medical clearance to fly. Dr. Kostakostov examined him, confirmed he was fit to travel, and prescribed antibiotics. But Lars was agitated, suspicious of the medication and everyone around him. The doctor tried to reassure him, but fear had taken over. Then a construction worker entered the office. Routine for the airport, but for Lars it was the final trigger. He saw the man as a threat, a confirmation of his paranoia. Lars jumped up, shouting, "I don't want to die here!" The doctor's office became a place of danger in his mind. Overwhelmed by fear, Lars bolted from the room. He ran into the airport terminal, leaving everything behind. The escape was sudden, explosive. Reason was gone. Only the instinct to flee remained. The bewildered doctor watched as Lars disappeared. The final flight had begun. Lars entered the airport terminal, his terror now a public spectacle caught on camera. Strangely, he walked calmly, passing check-in desks and travelers, carrying nothing. His wallet, phone and passport were left behind. He paused, looked out a window, then moved toward the exit. No one pursued him. The world around him was oblivious. His calmness was unsettling, at odds with his earlier panic. Was this a moment of lucidity or a deeper break from reality? Suddenly, at the main exit, he broke into a desperate sprint. The shift was abrupt. Something triggered his final escape. He ran out of the building, across the forecourt, toward the perimeter fence. The calm was gone, replaced by raw flight. The final act was underway. Lars sprinted to the airport's perimeter fence, over 2 meters high, topped with barbed wire. With adrenaline, he scaled it, dropped into a dense sunflower field, and vanished. The security camera caught his final moments, a man disappearing into the green. The sunflowers swayed, then stilled. He was gone. Searches followed. Police, dogs, drones scoured the area. The field was bordered by a motorway and scrubland. Not endless, but nothing was found. No body, no clothing, no trace. It was as if the earth swallowed him whole. The sunflower field became a symbol of the mystery, vast, impenetrable. How does someone vanish so completely? Injured, without money or ID, unable to speak the language, survival seemed impossible. Yet Lars was gone. The vanishing point is more than a place. It's a question mark at the end of his story. The world lost sight of him forever. With no answers, speculation exploded online. The CCTV footage went viral. Internet detectives dissected every frame. Theories ranged from criminal conspiracies to human trafficking. Some believed Lars was targeted by organized crime, others blamed the airport staff. Another theory, a psychotic episode triggered by injury and isolation, paranoia, hallucinations. His mind may have turned against him. Some point to the antibiotic cefprozil, which can rarely cause psychiatric side effects. Was the cure part of the cause? Theories loop endlessly, but the truth remains elusive. The digital wild offers only more questions. Years have passed, but the mystery endures. The sunflower field is replanted, the airport unchanged, but Lars's ghost lingers in that final frame. His story is a reminder of the mind's fragility and how quickly reality can fracture. Was he hunted by real enemies or by his own mind? The story refuses resolution. No comfort, no closure. We're left with a puzzle missing its final piece. Lars's disappearance forces us to confront our own vulnerability. The most terrifying predator is often unseen, lurking within. We watch the footage, searching for answers that never come. All that remains is a young man running into the unknown, and a question that haunts us still.